Back out at the range today with my Kimber Mako R7 Carbon Compact. So what I did with the MC9 LS Canic is that, you know, often people, especially on that gun, because the original one had some issues with feeding, they say, well, if you didn't put carry ammunition through it, how do I know it'll run the carry ammunition? So I did. I put 2 magazines of carry ammunition through that. I'm gonna do the same with the R7 here. I have 1 in the pipe and I have 15 in the magazine of 124 grain jacketed hollow point, something that a brand that I often carry, and I always typically carry 124 grain. So I'm going to put 2 magazines through it with that, and at the end of the last video I was at 215 rounds. So I'm going to try to get it out to, let's just say 300 rounds today, and I'm going to start out with these, I guess it would be what, 31 rounds, and then I don't know what I'll have to put through it after that in order to get out to 300 rounds. Heck, who knows, I might go 400. But I'm standing here at precisely 13.5 yards, and I'm going to shoot my carry ammunition. And let's make sure my dot is on. Let's turn it up just a smidge. So it ran the first magazine with 1 in the pipe without a problem. And again, you know, I typically, my dot is zeroed. I zeroed my dot as I do all of them at 9 yards. And like I said, I am standing a little further back here. And don't know why. It was because the sun was hitting me really well in this spot, but a cloud just went over it. So there you go. But that is the reason I was back at 13.5 yards, is because of the cloud. But so I did miss a few, and that's okay. We're just trying to see if it'll run the carry ammunition. That is the objective here. Didn't lock back on that mag. I was probably riding it. Either way, no issues with the carry ammunition. As mentioned, that was 31 rounds. So I don't know what that math was, a 45, 246. So I'm out at 246 rounds. I think I'm gonna get it out. It's been out at the range for a long time today. Just wanted to show that it would run the carry ammunition. Well, I didn't know if it would, but now I know that it will run the carry ammunition. I'm gonna load up some more mags and we'll see where this takes us. Might get to 400, might only do 3. Either way, I'm not going to run this one out to 1,000 without cleaning it. That is starting to get extremely expensive, and there's not nearly the controversy surrounding this particular gun as was with the original MC9. So I am going to run it to 1,000 rounds without cleaning and see if it makes it that far. But this one not so much, because I like this gun a lot. Probably going to start carrying this, so I'm probably going to just get it out to 500 rounds and clean it up, get it on the table, talk a little bit about barrel material and slide material, all that kind of stuff that you guys want to know. And so that's where I'm going to go with this one here. Still loving it, great ergonomically, just love the feel in the hand. I don't know what I did with that one little dip of death there while I was shooting, but let's try to act like we didn't see that. You can't see this, but anyway, you didn't see that's what I'm trying to say. Let's get loaded up. laughing at myself. I can't help it. I kept saying the dip of death. But what was happening, let me explain what was happening, because, you know, my good, loyal, long-time subscribers know me. They know my shooting style, etc. But right before this, I put 250 rounds through the MC9 LS, and as you know, on most Canics, the reset is insanely short, okay? Literally right before I done this, I done that. So I'm used to that trigger on that gun. I put 250 rounds through it, and so as you saw, the more I shot this, the faster I was able to shoot with it, the better I was getting with it. But what happened a couple of times, you noticed the slide didn't lock back, and I kind of gave it the dip of death, and then I moved over one time on a different target because the slide didn't lock back, but it didn't go boom either, and I thought something was wrong. But the reality is I didn't let the trigger go all the way back out, because essentially on this gun, the trigger does go all the way back out. It's a phenomenal trigger. You can very much so feel and hear the reset on the trigger. I'm sure it'll show up in the video. I was just used to that. Basically what is a competition trigger on most Canics, and this is not. This is a carry trigger, so essentially the reset is almost pretty much it's not non-existent. You could feel it, you can hear it, but it's all the way back out. So whereas the Canic reset is microscopic as far as the travel back forward, this one pretty much comes all the way back out. So that's all that really happened there, is that I expected it to go boom. It did not, so I gave it the little dip of death. But the reality is, the only thing that happened is I did not allow the trigger to reset. Either way, as you saw, the more I shot it, man, this thing is blazing fast. And the more I shoot this gun, the better I'm getting with it. Up until now, I said my EDC that I shot the fastest with, practiced the most with, and was the best with, it was my X Macro. Now, am I faster with some other guns like the compact Shadow 2 compact? Yeah, of course, but I don't carry that gun. Just talking about guns that I very likely will carry. That's the reason I want to get 500, not 1,000 through this one, get it cleaned up, because I absolutely intend to carry this gun. But I got 2 mags loaded up, 30 rounds at 370. That'll put me to 400. I'll do a final 100 wrap up, if you will. Get it on the table, talk about some of the specs on the gun, some of the barrel materials, things of that nature. I know you guys like that stuff. Get it cleaned up and get it on my side. The quicker I can do that. But I'm still going to practice with the gun. I'll still eventually get it out to 1,000 rounds, but I'm going to get it cleaned up. I like this gun. I want to carry this gun. And like I said, this one doesn't have the controversy surrounding it as did the MC9. So I'm going to put this magazine through it. During the video, I had moved up to 10 yards. I'm back at 13 now because the sun moved. But either way, I'm going to put this magazine through it. I'm telling you, this gun very much has the potential to be, you know, at the end of the year, I had planned to do several videos. My best purchase or my favorite purchase of the year, and my most regretful purchase of the year. And I've been trying to put some ideas together about that, but man, this is getting up there. I don't know. I'm really enjoying shooting this gun. It's just, a lot of it is just how, like, a lot of times you have to put a death grip on a gun to feel like you have a good, solid grip on it, and that it's not going to have, you know, functioning issues, things like that. It's like your hand just glues to this gun. And with that gas pedal ledge there, whatever they're calling it, that memory pad there, you definitely want to go out and buy this gun. That's all I'm saying. I was trying to take, there's a little tiny spot at the top of that silhouette on that little Crate Tacticals target I have down there, and I was trying to hit just the very tip top of it, but I was losing my dot a little bit in the sun. Either way, it has been completely flawless, other than an idiot not letting the trigger reset. It's been completely flawless. It is starting to get very, very dry now and very, very dirty. So either way, I am going to come out and put another 100 rounds through it, get it out to 5 without cleaning. 4 so far without a single issue of any kind. The more I shoot it, the better I get with it. I will have to certainly practice with the trigger because, as mentioned, I shoot a lot of guns. So when I come out to the range today, I have shot the FNX Tactical 45. So let's just go through this. The FNX Tactical 45, the MC9, a Escort bullpup pump shotgun, and now this. So there's been a whole, spectrum of things that I have shot today, across the spectrum, if you will. And so, I'm a little shaky, but but this gun has been absolutely a blast to shoot. Like, I want everyone I know to shoot this gun. Heck, go buy this gun. And have my CCW Defender mounted up here. It's been great as well. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. 400 rounds now, completely flawless. As always, make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior. I can't say that enough. I'll say it on every video. If you don't know, ask me how you can know. Make sure you go over, check me out on Patreon. $5 a month would absolutely covet your support over there, and it would be much, much appreciated. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Most important thing as far as YouTube is concerned is to be sure that you subscribe. And as always, to God be the glory.